Money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, cause I'm in love with you, hey. Money fall on you, banana fall on you, paparazzi fall on you, cause I'm in love with you, hey. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. No. I don't wanna be a player no more. Cause your girl call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo. I'm on Nintendo. Cause your girl. Damn. I forgot the lyrics again. I even forgot my favorite part. What is it? Anyways, let's begin the video, guys. So today I'm talking about this topic, yeah. I've actually been itching to talk about it since like Monday, because we live in a social media world, so I was scrolling through Instagram and then I saw this post and it was like something about women's sports, like why isn't women's sports big? So this topic, I'm basically gonna be putting my voice into it, my 2 cents. I'll ask my brother to leave comments. We're gonna be engaging throughout the video, get his opinion, and also I want you guys' opinion. So like, while you're watching, after you watch, I'm even gonna post this on Instagram. Leave comments. Let's engage. Let's chat. I want to know your opinion. Then even after, I'll make if my editing improves, yeah, I'll try and make a reaction video. So I'll try and somehow find a way to put your comments on the video. That's if my editing is good enough. So why is women's sports not big or not at that level? What is the problem? So for me, there's multiple factors. There's multiple ways we can hit this and this. You can have your feminist point of view saying that it's men. Men don't show enough support. Men don't allow their women to play sports. You can have that point of view. Then you can have the masculine point of view that's well, men's sports is better. You wanna watch a woman play football, or rather watch a man play football. And then you have the woman versus woman. Won't be saying that, oh, we don't support each other enough, yeah. So basically, the place I'm gonna start with first is basically, if you look at sports, so look at football or soccer, biggest sport in the world, most popular. If you look at it, most of the talent comes from developing countries, third world countries where there's little and they want to grind and have a future in their life. And in those countries, the trend is that women from an early age, or girls from an early age, are being taught the values of how to keep your home intact. So girls are in the kitchen with their mum, they're cleaning, all of that. Girls are more taught how to be wife-made from an early age in Africa, Asian countries, and so on and so forth, South America. Whereas the guys are given more of a free range, so they can sneak out, go out with the lads, play football. After school, play football for 30 minutes and quickly run home before they get in trouble, you know what I mean? Where girls are more stricter in those developing countries. And in men's sports, the players that come from developing countries are the ones that are the biggest. You got Neymar, Cristiano, Messi, then, you know what I mean? So that has a factor too, that plays a big role, that in countries where Africa, Asia, all those countries where those major sports people come from, women are not on an equal playing field with their freedom of being able to play sports and stuff because of culture and because of a whole lot of generational things that we can spend hours and hours debating and talking about, and I don't want to get off topic. But that is one of the role. That's a key role to why women's sports is not big. Another factor is that if you look at men's sports, a lot of the organizations, CEOs, owners of the sports is owned by men. Men endorse men. So, for example, Arsenal is owned by, I don't like him, but he's owned by a man. Man City, owned by men, using their oil money to own it. Cleveland, owned by men. All these sports, everywhere, hockey teams, Pittsburgh Penguins, owned by men. NFL, men owners. Everything is men endorsing men because men are just like, oh my days, I can make billions I can like become a billionaire owning a sports team. There's so much money that can come from becoming an owner of a sports team. Oh my gosh, if I bet shares into Lakers, by the time it's 2020, I could probably be like pretty wealthy in my life. Men endorse men and men exploit men in the business world of sports to make that money. That's another reason why men's sports is higher than women's, because you don't have much of men investing in women's sports because maybe they don't see the vision in it, or maybe because they rather invest in women's sports. And secondly, you don't have women investing in women's sports. So for example, Oprah Winfrey, wealthy woman, has her own network. She could, like, let's say, buy a women's football team. You know what I mean? Just own it, buy it, invest in it, put power in it. That will help other women be like, wow, let's start. You know what I mean? It's all like a movement. It's like a ripple effect. It takes one woman to do it, and then other women will follow. And I feel like that plays a big factor in women's sports. Then thirdly, before I do my third point, I'm gonna ask Chris about his opinion about why he thinks women's sports isn't hopping like men's sports.
You've asked my personal opinion. I'll give one example. UFC is a combat sport. There's a ton of talented women inside the UFC. Holly Holmes, you have Chris Cyborg, very skilled women that on a technical standpoint can fight men. But the thing is that you have men or the general audience watching the UFC. It's a rising sport, so maybe women will tune in. But if you have men as the main audience and not women watching female fighters on the card, that is an influence on why women's sports ain't popping. Because a combat sport is generally watched mainly by men. So if women ain't watching it, they ain't supporting their women that are on the main events on the pay-per-views, then, it ain't gonna be popping. Where the money flies is where the general public fly with it,
Yeah, I dig. And my first thing is like this, yeah. Alright, so woman, talk about a girl right here. My name is Vanessa right now. I just met this fine boy called, what's a nice name for a boy?
Trayvon.
I just met Trayvon, love of my life. I love Trayvon from the bottom of my big hat all the way back to the top of my big hat. So Trayvon loves LA Lakers. I'm like, cause I love Trayvon so much, and I wanna be his husband. I wanna have these light-skinned babies. I just want Trayvon all over me, and I want Trayvon in my life. So I wanna be with Trayvon wherever he goes. So Trayvon says he wants to watch Lakers. I'm like, baby, I want to spend time with you. And he's like, yo, babe, I'm watching Lakers. Don't mess with me right now. So Trayvon's like, he doesn't want to be around me when he's watching these Lakers. So it's like, it's his guy time. And I'm just like, but I want to be a part of it. So I just started researching Lakers and everything, and forced Trayvon to let me in. And Trayvon started teaching me about the game of basketball. And I don't know, but I love Lakers now. That's another scenario that happens right there. Men are invested in sports. We meet a girl, let's say she's not into sports, and then that man brings the woman into the world of sports, and through that the woman loves the team he supports. So I'm gonna ask him to support her. I have a girl, I'm gonna make her watch Arsenal matches with me. I mean, if she doesn't want to watch Arsenal, I'm not gonna force it, but I have dedicated time to watching Arsenal every weekend. So from like when I wake up till about noon, don't disturb me. I'm not gonna text you back because I'm watching my football. So it's like, because a woman, I'm making an assumption, wouldn't like to be ignored, she's gonna wanna get into the world of the man and his sports. So she's gonna wanna know about Arsenal, about my Arsenal. She's gonna wanna know about my favorite players. And that's how she's gonna get invested into Arsenal and the club and everything. So another problem is that because men are so invested in men's sports, we bring our partners into men's sports. If you guys get what I'm trying to say. So women come into men's sports and they don't really support women's sports. So it becomes, instead of women supporting women, it becomes women now supporting men and a woman. But the thing I'm not trying to say is that I'm not trying to like create a division or line that you have to either support one or the other. No, I'm just trying to say that it's a common factor that women that don't really watch sports will invest their time with their man watching men's sports. That's what I'm trying to say. Because for me, for example, I run track and field. I play football somewhat. When I personally watch track and field, I look at the women run because their technique for me is far better than the men's technique. They're smoother. Everything is beautiful. It's beautiful. So for me personally, I prefer women athletes in track than men athletes. I actually support the women. I follow them, everything. Like Corey Carter, 400 meter hurdler. I love her to bits. Like I followed her journey. Like I look up to her. And that's me as a man. And in track and field, I believe women are really big in track and field. It's one of those sports that women are actually big in. Track and field, the women are really big. So I believe that, honestly, the reason why women's sports is not big is that women are not fully endorsing themselves. And I don't think it's their fault because there's so much different dynamics as to why they don't support themselves. But I believe that if women poured more support into supporting themselves in sports, I feel like women's sports should be bigger. Because women they're talented, they're as talented as men. But another aspect is, like, as I'm talking right now, like, my brain's giving me, like, so much different wavelengths. Like, I'm arguing in my own head right now. Like, women's games are different than men's. Because women's games are more technical, whereas men's game is more brute and strength and that stuff. Where women's games are more technical, they're slower. I'm not trying to say that, I'm not trying to throw like masculinity. No, it's just a fact that men are stronger, faster. So it's like women's sports, like it's like tennis, for example. Serena Williams, big tennis player. But the women's tennis and men's tennis is different because men's tennis is quicker, it's faster. There's different shots they do than women. Women's game is slower, it's more precise and all of that stuff, if you get what I'm trying to say. So women's sports and men's sports is different. So to conclude this video, I believe that women's sports is not big enough is because there's a lot of powerful women in the world, and right now their focus isn't on empowering women's sports, it's on empowering different things, which is fine. But I feel like if women's sports was to truly kick off and become mainstream like men, I feel like it will need women to drive it. Like, women have to be the head of that drive, not men. And I feel like the women support women thing is bigger than this. It goes into every single dynamic of the world of how women struggle to support each other. So I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you had a nice day. God bless you. You did.